topic is reproduction in lower and higher plant. In previous video, we learned the term what is the pollen pistil interaction. In this lecture, we learn how double fertilization take place in angiosperm. Angiosperm means flowering plant body. Angiosperm means flowering plant body. In angiosperm, there are two characteristics. Type of the ovule is anatropous and double fertilization techniques. Who discovered the term double fertilization? Double fertilization was discovered by H.G. Nabisco in Lilium and Fritillaria. Double fertilization was discovered by S.G. Nabisco in Lilium and in Fritillaria. What is fertilization? Fertilization means the union of haploid male gamete with haploid female gamete and formation of diploid zygote. This is known as a fertilization. But in a double fertilization, two male gametes are utilized. In this topic, we learned in a previous lecture first what is reproduction, then mode of reproduction, that is sexual, asexual, vegetative propagation take place by natural method, artificial method, then structure of flower, then the structure of androecium, unit of androecium is stamen, TS of anther, development of the male gametophyte, structure of anatropous ovule, development of the female gametophyte, next pollination, pollinating agent and pollen pistil interaction. Pollen pistil interaction means deposition of pollen grain. Pollen pistil interaction means deposition of the pollen grain on the stigma. To entry of pollen tube inside the ovule, these events are known as a pollen pistil interaction. We learned this pollen pistil interaction in a previous video. So, double fertilization is a characteristic feature of angiospermic plant body. Male gametophyte consists of two male gametes and two nucleus, and female gametophyte is a 7-celled and 8-nucleated structure. 3 groups of the cells are present at the chalice. These 3 groups of the cells are called as an antipodal cell. At the center, secondary nucleus, that is definitive type of the nucleus is present, and at the microfiber side, 3 groups of the cells which are egg apparatus is present. Egg apparatus consists of middle larger cell is the egg and 2 lateral cells are called as a ciliary. Then how double fertilization fertilization take place. First, we know the structure of carpel. Carpel consists of three parts. First part is known as a stigma. Second part is called as a style, and third part is known as stigma, style, and ovary. Inside the ovary, ovule is present. Ovule consists of the central part. This central part consists of 7 cells. Upper 3 group of cells are called as a antipodal cell. At the center, secondary nucleus is present, and at the micropylar end, 3 group of cells present. It is called as a egg apparatus. This embryo sac is surrounded by nucellus, and nucellus is made up of a diploid parenchymatous tissue. This nucellus is surrounded by outer layer. These layers are called as a integument. But in Anatropous ovule, 2 integuments are present. So this end is known as a chalazial end. This terminal opening is called as a micropyle. Opposite end of micropyle is called as a chalaza. Then nucellus is surrounded by integument. Next part is called as a nucellus, and innermost part is called as a embryo sac. This here is the fluid. In double fertilization, what changes take place? First, pollen grain reaches on this stigma. But stigma receives which type of the pollen grain? The pollen grains which are compatible, and the pollen grains which are non-compatible or wrong type, then stigma rejected this type of the pollen grain. So, which pollen grain germinate on this stigma? That is compatible pollen grain. So, stigma decide pollen grain is a right type of the pollen grain or it is the wrong type of the pollen grain. Then, when pollen grain is a right type of, then stigma decide this pollen grain is germinate. So, stigma secrete sugary substances. These sugary substances absorb pollen grain. So, volume or cytoplasm, volume of the cytoplasm is increases, and it create pressure on the intestine. You know the structure of the pollen grain. Pollen grain consists of outer exine, inner intine, central part of nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by cytoplasm. Exine is a thick and resistant layer. So, pressure created only on a intine rupture through a germ pore and form So pollen grain will germinate. It form the pollen tube. This pollen tube enter through this styler canal, and pollen tube reaches near the ovule. Pollen tube reaches near the ovule. In double fertilization, pollen grain deposited on the stigma. When pollen grains are compatible, then pollen grain germinate, intine rupture, and intine form a tubular structure. This is called as a pollen tube. In this pollen tube, generative cell form two male gametes. It also consists of the two nucleus. This pollen tube enter toward the ovule. When pollen tube enter through a micropylar, then it is called porogamy. When pollen tube enter through the micropylar end is called as a porogamy. When in some cases entry of pollen tube take place through the chalazial end, so it is called as a chalizogamy. It is called chalizogamy. And when entry of pollen tube take place through integuments, then it is called mesogamy. Integuments through entry, then it is called mesogamy. So here remember these three terms. First term is a porogamy, second term is a chalizogamy, and third term is a mesogamy. Porogamy means entry of pollen tube through the micropylar end of a ovule is known as a porogamy. In most of the angiosperm, porogamy takes place, but in some cases entry of pollen tube take place through the chalazial end, so it is called the chalizogamy. And in some cases entry of the pollen tube take place through the integuments, then it is called as a mesogamy. When pollen tube enter through the micropylar end, then out of two synergids, one synergids secrete some chemicals. Due to secretion of some chemicals, pollen tube is attracted toward this embryo sac. Pollen tube attracted toward the embryo sac, and through the one of the synergid, it enter into the embryo sac. But in pollen tube, two male gamete and vegetative nucleus is present. So in embryo sac, pollen tube releases two male gamete. So in embryo sac, antipodal cells are already present, secondary nucleus is already present, egg apparatus is already present, and pollen tube carried two haploid non-motile male gamete. So this process as a polar pistil interaction. Then in double fertilization, which process takes place? Porogamy, synonogamy, syngamy and triple fusion. We learn this term, porogamy. Porogamy means the entry of pollen tube through a micropylar end of a ovule is known as a porogamy. Then we learn the second term. What is siphonogamy? Siphonogamy, that is pollen tube carried to non-motile male gamete. This process is known as a siphonogamy. Porogamy means entry of pollen tube through a micropylar end of a ovule is known as a porogamy. What is siphonogamy? Siphonogamy means pollen tube carried to non-motile haploid male gametes is known as a siphonogamy. Then syngamy and another process is a triple fusion. What is syngamy? Syngamy, that is one male gamete. One male gamete fuse with egg, that is female gamete. And male gamete and female gametes are haploid in nature. So, union of male gamete and female gamete, there is formation of a zygote. There is formation of a zygote. But this zygote is diploid in nature, and this process is known as a syngamy. What is syngamy? When pollen tube enter into the embryo sac, it releases two male gametes. Out of two male gametes, one male gamete fuse with this egg and formation of the diploid zygote. This process is known as a syngamy. This process is known as a syngamy, or it is also called as a first fertilization. Then, what is triple fusion? Out of two male gametes, remaining male gamete fuse with secondary nucleus. Secondary nucleus is present at the center of the embryo cell. It is also called the definitive nucleus. And what happens when male gamete fuse with the secondary nucleus? There is the formation of T, P, E, N. And this process is known as a triple fusion. This process is known as a triple fusion. What is the meaning of the TPEN? TPEN means triploid. endosperm nucleus. Triploid primary endosperm nucleus. This is the result of a triple fusion. That is, in syngamy, diploid zygote is formed, and in triple fusion, triploid primary endosperm nucleus is present. Male gamete haploid, but secondary nucleus is diploid. So TPEM maintain the triploid condition, that is 3N. But zygote is a diploid and primary endosperm nucleus is a triploid. Zygote is diploid and primary endosperm nucleus is a triploid. So in a double fertilization, which process takes place? First is known as a porogamy, second process is known as a siphonomy, third is known as a syngamy, and last process is known as a triple fusion. What is the definition of double fertilization? Double fertilization means in angiosperm, two male gametes are formed. Out of two male gametes, one male gamete fuses with the egg and formation of the diploid zygote, and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus, and there is the formation of a primary endosperm nucleus. It is a triplet, so it is called as a TPEN, that is triploid primary endosperm nucleus. So after fertilization, ovary is converted into the fruit. Ovule is converted into the seed. Intugments are converted into the seed coat. Nucellus is converted into the perisperm, and this zygote is converted into the embryo. And TPEN is converted into the endosperm. After double fertilization, ovary is converted into the fruit. Ovule is converted into the seed. Intugments are converted into the seed coat. Outer intugment is converted into testa, and inner intugment is converted into the tegment. Then nucellus is converted into the perisperm. Zygote is converted into the embryo, and TPEN is converted into the endosperm. So, result of a double fertilization is diploid zygote, and second result is a triploid primary endosperm nucleus. And how many processes take place in a double fertilization? 4 processes take place in double fertilization. First is known as a porogamy, second is known as a siphonomy, third is known as a syngamy, and last is known as a triple fusion. Porogamy means entry of a pollen tube through a microbe. Siphonomy means pollen tube carried to non-motile male gametes. This process is known as a siphonomy. And what is syngamy? Syngamy, that is haploid male gamete fuses with haploid female formation of the diploid zygote. And what is triple fusion? A remaining male gamete fuses with secondary nucleus and formation of the triploid primary endosperm nucleus. In this double fertilization, these two events are most important because diploid zygote is formed and TPEN is formed. And after fertilization, this zygote is converted into the embryo and TPEN is converted into the endosperm. So these changes are known as a post-fertilization changes. These articles seen in a next lecture. Then significance of double fertilization. First significance. It is important characteristic feature of angiospermic plant. Second significance, in double fertilization, two male gametes are utilized. In double fertilization, two male gametes are utilized. Then another significance, in double fertilization, diploid zygote is formed. So it maintains the diploid condition of the plant. And last significance is formation of the TPEN. And this TPEN maintains the triploid condition of the plant. And this zygote is converted into the embryo. And TPEN is converted into the endosperm. Endosperm, it is a nutritive tissue, and embryo consists of two parts, radicle and plumule. Radicle give rise to root system, plumule give rise to the shoot system. That is for the formation of the plant body. These changes are very necessary. So double fertilization consists of four process. First orogamy, second symphanogamy, third syngamy, fourth triple fusion. And what is the result of the syngamy? The result of the syngamy is diploid zygote. And result of the TPEN is a triploid primary endosperm nucleus. And it is the important characteristic of the angiospermic plant. So in this lecture, we learn what is double fertilization, which process involved in a double fertilization, and significance of the double fertilization. In the next video, we learn the post-fertilization changes. So, you understand this term double fertilization.